Of the 5 coastal villages that make up Italy's Cinque Terre, there's none more romantic than Vernazza, a colorful cliffside town that dates back to around 1000 AD. Its vibrant buildings, in hues of coral, sun yellow, brick red, and sky blue, border a small harbor on one side. On the other, the 11th century tower of Doria Castle. While Saint-Tropez and Nice are 2 of the popular coastal towns in France, Saint-Malo in Brittany on the English Channel is a coastal hidden gem. This is thanks to the rich history and stories that took place on Saint-Malo's shores. In Saint-Malo, you'll travel back in time to times of pirates and French corsairs, fighting and defending Grand France from the ramparts. Today, Saint-Malo's ramparts are wonderful for taking a walk around the old town, admiring the sunset, and watching the waves. To fully appreciate Saint-Malo's charm, you should stay overnight and visit the islands of Grand-Bie and Petit-Bie forts. Not many have heard of Lerici town in the Italian Riviera, one of the most beautiful coastal towns in Europe. Its neighbor La Spezia port town could be the starting point to your trip to Cinque Terre, but Lerici has its own undiscovered magic. You'll find Lerici 8 kilometers southeast of La Spezia, with painted houses, coves, a port, a 12th century castle overlooking the sea, amazing viewpoints, and hiking trails along the coast. Moreover, Lerici is a wonderful base point for your trip to the Italian coast, picturesque Cinque Terre, Portofino, and Portovesme. You could also make a day trip to lovely Pisa. Limestone cliffs, clear pristine water, panoramic views of the coast from the sidewalk cafes, make Cassis the loveliest coastal town. Cassis is located between the tallest coastal cliff in Europe, Cap Canaille, and the white limestone Calanques. Moreover, in Cassis, you'll find the best of all worlds, Provence vineyards, and the magnificent Mediterranean Sea. Sipping on a glass of rose wine, watching fishermen, will be the highlight of your vacation in this magical coastal town. This French hidden gem is a train ride away from Marseille, and the perfect getaway from the busy city. Famous for the landing of Normandy, Arromanches is a beautiful coastal town in the Normandy region in France. Contrary to the military point it once was, today you'll find a wonderful beach town on the Atlantic coast. Therefore, you are in for an unforgettable vacation by the ocean, with scuba diving, yachting, horse riding on the Golden Beach, and sunbathing. For a short or long weekend, you'll enjoy the ocean with Arromanches-Les-Bains' 550 inhabitants, and experience the Normandy magic. The Cornish coastline stretches to 679 kilometers of cliffs, caves, and beaches. This adds to Cornwall's status as the best surfing town in the UK. So, if you are planning to add water sports activities to your vacation by the seaside, Cornwall is perfect. The most beautiful coastal town in Great Britain is a beautiful peninsula. Therefore, wherever you turn, you'll find yourself standing at the amazing coastline. For the best views of Cornwall's finest beaches and coastline, you can walk the Southwest Coast Path. If you are looking for the best coastal town in France, then Honfleur is the answer. At the meeting point of River Seine and the ocean, river cruises, colorful houses reflecting in the sea, and walks by the shores, make Honfleur one of the 10 most beautiful coastal towns in Europe. October is the best time to go and enjoy the marina and seaside fresh air in Honfleur. It will be a great way to say goodbye to summer and soak up the sun and avoid humidity and crowds of tourists. Santa Cesarea Terme is a wonderful coastal town in Puglia. Overlooking the sea, you'll get to enjoy the nice sea and thermal baths on your Italian holiday. In contrast to the other colorful coastal towns in Italy, Santa Cesarea is distinguished by its Islamic architecture. This means, white impressive villas and towers surround the town, and look absolutely beautiful with the blue sea on the horizon. If you decide to visit this gorgeous coastal town, you might be lucky enough to stay in one of the many transformed castles hotels in town. The old town of Brugge is one of the most charming old city centers in Europe. Brugge also holds the title as one of the 10 most beautiful coastal towns in Europe. Bruges by the sea is quite a marvelous sight to the eyes, with its canals, boats, and picturesque houses. With a beautiful coastline, it's not surprising many Flemish kings chose Brugge as their home. Therefore, you should be prepared for the biggest number of castles and towers overlooking the sea.